Welcome back, everyone, to the quarterfinals. Who's at the Frontier approaching, but it's something a little bit different. In the front, former TDTW Women's Superstar of the Year, Dundee Jill. Of course, here he comes. The Dundee demigod himself, Dundee John.
The following contest is a tag team match set for one fall. On the way to the ring, Dundee Jillian and Dundee John.
Yes, indeed, the Dundee Dynamites were absolutely dynamite in the last round. A huge Scottish stunner. Dundee John put away his good friend, Love Gun Lowry. Piper Lowry, the combination of Aussie rules. Well, our little mini chapter in the storied history of Dundee John and Love Gun Lowry. But they're up against quite the pairing.
And their opponents, the ladies' man, Chris Shameless and Joe M.
Yes, indeed, two proud Canadians of the Great White North. They are cute, they are brutal. They are indeed the cute, brutal Canucks. Shoot fighter and the shameless company, man. In the last round, Shameless, much, I would imagine, to his own amusement, able to put an end to Final Fantasy, Keeley, and that goddamn Pierce Perch. And with that little bit of business out of the way, focus is now shifting for both these teams towards the semi-finals. We're starting things out as we would expect, very, very physically. Some bull and she ugly offense, but damn, was it effective there from Dundee John. No real wrist locks or head scissor takedowns here. Just a straight out brawler. They taking the fight too. Chris Shameless nearly going backdrop suplex there. Gazes out over to the crowd for just a moment before bringing Dundee Jill in. Tag is good, and here we go. A little bit of Frontier action. This time adapted for Dundee Jill. The combination offense. And there's a beautiful leg drop, and Dundee Jill, like a ball of fire, not done there. Drops a pair of them across the head of Chris Shameless. Elbow. Wow, the Dundee Dynamites have started this match at an absolutely electric pace here. Chris Shameless hasn't been able to get a whole lot going in the early stages. And look at that. From all directions, but there we go. There's the first little mistake. Just able to plant his weight. But he's been very, very worn down here. And look at that, not even able to crawl to make the tag. John, with all them years of experience, able to stop it. And this has just been a mauling so far for the Dundee Dynamites. Chris is going to have to use that famous resiliency, and oh, right on cue there. Going deep into that reserve. A knee strike followed up with that cravat suplex. Chris finally being able to mount some offense. The German suplex. What's he looking for here? And John for something, rolls through. Oh! Went for that spring-loaded missile dropkick. Wasn't at quite the correct range. He's going to take just this moment now to catch his breath, perhaps. Joel waiting for John to get up, and here we go. What about a turnabout's fair play? Chris found himself trapped in the wrong part of town earlier. Now it's John's turn to try and fight off both the cute, brutal Canucks. And right into the apron he goes. And sent sprawling across the floor. Joel returns to the apron. Fans in the front row there, very excited too. Enormously popular figures. Whoa! From out of nowhere, a running power slam, almost taking out that drink I won't name hydration station. And this one has been much wilder than any match we've seen so far in the Mixed Match Challenge. Most of them have been real pure tag team contests. This has been a fight. And into the steps goes Chris Shameless. As I was saying earlier, you can see young Donny van der Beek in the front row there, very excited. He's been present for all of this Mixed Match Challenge. John now into the cover. Referee down one. And one only. Tag made to Jill now. Continuing to really bring the fight to Chris Shameless. DDT there. It's the 8 of the hammerlock. Chris not able to make the tag. What's Jill thinking here? Oh, perhaps moonsault. Oh! Picture perfect moonsault connects onto Chris Shameless. And oh dear, Joel there. Thankfully, Chris was able to kick out. Joel was a little bit late and a little bit of friendly fire, perhaps. Chris into the corner, and that's not where he wants to be. Ooh. He knows that fights his way out. It could mean either avalanche, Scottish fly, or another tandem maneuver. Tag made back to Dundee John. Chris has got to get out of there. And in a really bad way, because there comes the patented elbow of Dundee John. Joel's unable to interfere here. Chris is in a lot of trouble. Pops the shoulder at 2. But here we go. Scottish stunner from Dundee John. And this one might be academic, folks. Oh my goodness me.
Here are your winners, Dundee Jillian and Dundee John.
Well, they're going to advance to the semi-finals, and that, folks, was a Dundee demolition. I think we might have a new favourite for the tournament.